Good evening, everyone. I figured after doing all of my admin days videos, I should probably just play the game for once. So this is going to be the start of a Let's Play series that I'm doing on TNI. We're going to be doing Zen with no auto build. Our seed is going to be RNFCU. These are the settings. I do like to play with my day period set a little bit higher just so I have extra time in the day. And then everything else is pretty much standard. I have disabled DHCP, so if I do want to use DHCP, I will need to enable it on a per user basis. Let's get into it. Tick tock, tick tock. Alright, first things first. Let's go ahead and break time a bit. And let's see what we're working with. Cheddar Hive, 6 people. Okay. So let's go ahead and set up our core. When I'm starting, I actually prefer to use milli cores. So I'm going to go and order 2 of those. I'm going to need the boulder pluses. I could probably get away with not doing phone. Let's actually go see if there's a phone anywhere real quick. There's a phone on floor 1. So we are going to be doing VoIP. So I need all 3. Alright. This is basically junk. This is going to come upstairs with me. This debugger's going to be over here. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be setting up a server farm over here with everything that we're going to need. So we've got our millis. Those hang out there. My Ethernet cables. I like to follow a color standard with my Ethernet cables. Server and like debugger links are all in red. So I'm going to be continuing to follow that. We're going to want a ridiculously long extender. Our first boulder has arrived. Go and speed up a little bit. Second boulder. So because I have VoIP, we're going to start with a VoIP server. I'm going to start with GitHub. I'm going to start with obviously a DNS server. And then this is most likely just going to be a Padu server based on what my Secretariat unlocks are. We have a lean administration. I'm going to grab that immediately. Second monitor I don't care about. Don't want to lobby against Tenable until I have the second phase of the power stuff. So we'll go and do that. Get my power expander. Don't want to cause a problem. I don't want to block access to this fiber port over on the left, so I am making it like this. Two, three, script 5. Ethernet cables. So from here to here is about 200. I like to do orange for my crosslinks, so I'll go and order that. And then for these, it's a 500, a 500, and a 500. So my uplinks, I always do green. Well, this looks like a bit of a mess right now. It'll probably get worse, but it will do its job, and that's what we care about. Okay. So now that we are all hooked up, we can begin making our core fabric. So I'm going to do let's see, all. This is my alias. It sets DNS and a bunch of other stuff. So NC all, net address set, net DNS set, and that disables the HTTP. I've already got the HTTP disabled, but still just good to do it anyways. So NC all at C1. Actually, my D1 standard instead. SR1 at D1-SR1-DNS and the hardware ID. Always forget to do the always using at the start of the game. So 609. Did I type this wrong? No, 6224. Oh, derp, NC all, debugger. D1-SR1, DNS. You always got to remember to give your debugger a name when you're playing on this mode. And now, if we try this command, this should go through. Go. So that's good. Go ahead and configure this one. This is going to be AR1. So my naming convention is D1. This is the data center. SR1. This is server router 1. And then AR access router 1. Eventually we'll have a core between these two, but for now we don't need that, so it's just D1 and then they'll route to each other. So let's go ahead and set up our routes. Route add at D1, SR1 via port 0 on at D1 AR1. Route add D1. SR AR1 via port 0 on at D1-SR1. How the heck did I goof that up? You know, sometimes you just make a goofy mistake and you gotta go fix it. So 9. Right, that's all fixed. And then this needs to be AR1. I most likely up-tabbed and forgot to switch the actual hardware ID. That's probably what just happened there. So route show on at D1 AR1. D1 AR1 is nothing on it, so I need to do this. And then I need to do alright. So these now have a back and forth route to each other, so they can map just fine. I can be plugged into either of these and do work on either of them. So we're going to go ahead and plug. I'll bring my debugger down a little bit, and I cannot. Oh boy. You know, we're just having fun. We're just having fun. Sometimes you just have a little chaos, you know? Alright. So NC all at D1 SR1 DNS. So this is going to be plugged into our data center 1 core on the SR1 router, and it's going to be called DNS. Do not want to set a DNS on this. I will DNS clear this later. And 79256. DNS clear on. Net DNS clear. Lord have mercy on my soul. There we go. Alright, so that should be no DNS. It is the DNS program. Install DNS server on at D1 SR1. Install Padu on at D1 SR1 DNS. And there we go. And we're going to do NC all. This is going to be our Git server. So at D1 SR1 Git at D1 SR1 DNS. And this alias sets the address, sets DNS, and disables DHCP. And this server is actually going to plug directly into here. Because this is going to be a Padu server for Get Coffee. Where was I? Program NCL. This is our VoIP server. D1 SR1 VoIP. At D1 SR1 / DNS on. Nope. Just need the ID. There we go. Program install VoIP on at D1 SR1. This I don't need to set up at all. I just need to install Padu on it. 8479. And that's all we gotta do there. Okay. So we'll take our debugger back to the top here. Now we need to go ahead and set up our routing table on this router. So route add at C D1 SR1 DNS via port 1 on at D1 SR1. Route add D1 SR1 get. And this will be our GitHub server, which is on port 2. And then we need our VoIP server. And then we want to route any extra traffic that we don't know about via port 7, so that it just drops out and dies. Alright, so that is the basics of that setup. We also need to route traffic. I don't want to do that. We'll come back to that. So our basic core is now set up. So we can now go upstairs to floor 1 and floor 2. We can set those up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. All right. So go to the D market. Need a 2000 in blue. I need a 1000 in green or blue. Need another 1000 in blue. And make that work. Probably not. Yeah, I can. Make that work, and then I need a 500 in green. Then I need a DC plug. We're going to have to rotate this around to make this work with the outlet. Get this guy set up. That one, that one. And then this is this one. This is this one. This is this one. This is this one. Okay. That floor is done. That's the floor two. Alright, so we got this guy all the way over here. Got this guy over here. Got a nice cart, and then we got this guy here. So we're gonna need another switch. Switch. We need two more of these, so I might as well grab them now. 5. We need a repeater. We need Ethernet form. We need Ethernet. 1000 in blue. So that will take us to here, or it'll take us to here. 500 probably won't reach that distance, so it'll probably take us here. And then we'll use these ports. Probably need an extension cord from here to here. So I need two blue 2000s. I need 3 of them. Okay. I need a 500 in blue, and probably another 500 in green. We'll grab that. So extension cord. Okay. All that stuff. Alright, repeater goes up here. This is a two-way repeater because this is a consumer, or sorry, a producer, and he's going to require updates from our GitHub server. So he's going to have traffic coming in and traffic going out. Plug him in. You plugged in. You plugged in. Get the extender plugged in. Alright, we got traffic on all those, and the last thing we need is our Ethernet from here to there, which is a 500 in green. There's a green. I'll throw that there. OFQZ. So I got all that plugged up. Let's head back downstairs. Tower link. 0 to 1. We're going from NTMD to GFIG. We're going from 0 to 2. We're going from QZED to OFQZ. Alright, so I'm going to unplug these for now, because I need to do some config work. No, everybody on floor 1 is a consumer, so it does not matter. The only thing that's going to matter is if I want to use UDP 53 down here as a route, which I can do. I just need to be very careful of the not having stuff mapped, so we'll actually leave that alone. This won't matter. This, though, I need to configure. I need to configure this guy. So, NC all at floor 2. Nope. D1, AR1, F2, P1. Yep. At D1, AR1, SR1, DNS, and then his ID. And to do DNS map. I don't actually know what his domain is. Look. InstaZanyBiz. InstaZanyBiz as D1 AR1. And that's obviously going to fail because I'm not plugging in the right place. And that's also, yep, there we go. Not accessible. Oh, that's the original fail because that wasn't plugged in. Alright, and then we need to route add at D1 AR1 via port 2 on at D1 AR1. Alright. Everybody should be able to connect now. Oh, no. I totally forgot that I have that turned on. In the mode that I'm currently in, every port needs a network address, so I need to do that configuration work for everybody. That's not a big deal. I just gotta change this. Nope, I'm in the wrong thing. Let's see all. C1. Send those packets up there. Be good to go. Confirm, yep. And then we'll go to the next guy. And then you'll be 2. Alright, and that'll take care of that floor. And then we'll drop this one. We'll go put in here. Copy that address. 1, consumer 1. Grab the next person. I have this setting on that requires that all people that want to submit requests need to have net addresses assigned, or else they can't actually do what they're trying to do. So I need to wait for this person to come online. They come online at 1600, so I gotta wait 6 hours for them to come on. Then I will take care of them. But for now, if we look, our chatter hive is happy, so that's all working. Now I need to configure some other stuff. Route add traffic, UDP 5060 via port 3, on at D1 SR1. This will send that phone that's sending packets down to us, down into the correct location so we can make some phone traffic. Now if I do a watch, come on. Tickets are obviously flowing. Unless I goofed that command. UDP 5060. We'll come back to that in a second. Alright, so it gets ready to map. So let's go ahead and go to the rocket store, go to the registry, and then we're going to make our domains. VoIP.com, set this to 1.1, associate usage, stream voice, finalize, and then we also need to register get.com at 1.1. And then this is going to be update software. And then I think there's actually something else you can get out of this. Read text. Registry. 1. Read text and associate and update text software. Eventually I might come back and remove read text, but it's a good little piece of money at the start. I keep forgetting the as. VoIP.com as at E1 SR1. And there we go. So that should be all of our basic setup for our first 2 floors done. Something's going on with accept VoIP connection. It still isn't working. I'll reboot this. I can see the packets hitting it. UDP 5060 port on its UDP 5060 via port 3. Yes, that's correct. That was a fun little thing to go troubleshoot. Tickets are obviously there. They're hitting. My goober. Did I didn't give the source address on the phone. Oh, goober. The phones also require an address. You spend too long making tutorial videos, you for some reason forget how to play. And see. Address set. Address set at D1 AR1 floor 1 B1 on. Yep. Not how it's looking. There you go. Figured it out eventually. I'm just a pure goofball. Alright, you're using Git, so you're happy. I'm assuming you're migrating to me. Yep. So everything is good to go. The only other thing that we're going to have to do is set the net address on this night dweller once the time comes. And then if we watch what's Git up to. Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on that. We're just getting some extra money from it right now. We're already up to plus 90, which is nice. Did nobody pick up stream voice? Or did I mess that up? Oh, stream voice. Huh, surprising. Usually when you pick up stream voice early, people get it added to them, but guess not. Well, we've got our basic core infrastructure set up. We got our basic servers set up. We've got our updates, and we got our first 2 floors set up. I'm going to go ahead and move myself back down here. So we've got 3 floors plus an additional 3 slots available. So we'll connect up to these ports as well for the next floors. But I think I am going to end it here on day 1. And we will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.